Hello everyone, Amit Ora from EcoVision. I hope you like the video of Money and Banking where we discuss 10 most expected questions on that unit. Today we'll be discussing about government budget. Before starting with the questions, I would like to tell you कि CBSE के हिसाब से हमें क्या कवर करना है, what we have to cover according to CBSE syllabus. So the first thing which we have to do is the meaning of government budget, objectives and components. Components के अंदर हमारे पास receipts and expenditure आता है. We have to classify receipts and expenditure. So basically हमें revenue, receipts, capital receipts और revenue expenditure and capital expenditure और उनके components करने हैं. So budget के components ये दोनों हैं, हमें इन दोनों के components we also have to cover the components of these two, revenue receipts and capital receipts, and on the other hand revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. कहीं भी developmental, non-developmental and other types of expenditure नहीं है कोर्स में, planned and non-planned, so हमें उसको separately learn नहीं करना है. Although you should know the meaning of those concepts, but CBSE के हिसाब से वो syllabus में नहीं है. Coming to the last part of the syllabus is measure of government deficits. So we have 3 deficits in our syllabus. Just their meaning. You should know about their implications, but as per CBSE implications, effects, या हमें कैसे fill करना है, ये सब syllabus में नहीं है. So we should know the formula of calculating revenue deficit, fiscal and primary deficit. So we should focus on the meaning and formula. So coming to the first question which is expected in the boards is the government plans to impose high taxes on tobacco products. The main objective of government here is it redistribution of income? Is it economic stability? Is it reallocation of resources or direct participation? एक सबको बात चीज याद रखनी है कि जब whenever the statement talks about discouraging or encouraging anything, or reducing tax on one or increasing subsidy on the other, it is talking about reallocation of resources. And whenever it is talking about bridging the gap between rich and poor, helping the poor, reducing the taxes or on the commodities used by poor people, or giving subsidize anything to poor, that comes under redistribution of income and wealth. तो ये क्वेश्चन तो हमारे आने के बहुत चांसेस हैं. They will be asking you to identify the objective. Similarly, we have the second question also. I think हमारे CBSE sample paper में था ये question. The government can achieve its budget objective of redistribution of income by managing the price levels? No. Increasing the GDP's economic growth? So no. Bringing the production of goods and services under direct and absolute control? No. And D is rationalization of taxes in pro-poor direction. Of course, this is the one which talks about redistribution of income. तो जहां भी गरीब और अमीर का गैप फिल करने की बात हो या गरीब की हेल्प करने की बात हो, helping the poor government, then it is redistribution of income. Coming to expected question number 3, very easy. Loans given to state government by the central government. Central government के account से loan दिया जा रहा है. One thing you also understand, giving a loan creates an asset. Taking a loan creates a liability. तो देखते हैं, क्योंकि ये आउटफ्लो है सरकार के अकाउंट से, तो ये रिसीट साइड में तो नहीं आएगा. तो व्हाट इज द आंसर? रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर, कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर, रेवेन्यू रिसीट और कैपिटल रिसीट. इट इज वेरी मच अ कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर एज इट इज क्रिएटिंग एन एसेट. गिविंग अ लोन क्रिएट्स एन एसेट. सो द आंसर इज बी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. This following is a revenue expenditure of the government. Revenue expenditure क्या होते हैं? Which neither any expenditure which neither creates an asset nor reduces the liability. तो वो होता है revenue expenditure. So payment of interest, purchase of building, purchase of machinery and loan granted to state government. परचेज ऑफ बिल्डिंग भी एसेट जनरेट कर रहा है, परचेज ऑफ मशीनरी भी एसेट जनरेट कर रही है, और लोन टू स्टेट गवर्नमेंट भी एसेट जनरेट कर रही है. वो सारे कैपिटल एक्सपेंडिचर हैं. सो पेमेंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज रेवेन्यू एक्सपेंडिचर. Coming to question number 5, pick the odd one out. Very easy. You pick the odd one out. Just see the type of taxes given. Income tax is a direct tax. Corporate tax is also a direct tax. GST is an indirect tax. Wealth tax is a direct tax. So what is the odd one out? Which one is the odd one out? It is GST, which is an indirect tax. Next, the tax whose incident can't be shifted. वो टैक्स जिसका बर्डन हम किसी और के ऊपर शिफ्ट नहीं कर सकते, डायरेक्ट टैक्स, इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, रिप्रेसिव टैक्स और नन। वेरी इजी आंसर, इट इज डायरेक्ट टैक्स। डायरेक्ट टैक्स का इंसिडेंट या बर्डन हम किसी और पे शिफ्ट नहीं कर सकते, वेयर एज इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स कैन बी शिफ्टेड टू अदर्स लाइक जीएसटी। Coming to question number 7, it can be a numerical base. आपको कोई भी numerical base question 1 mark में आता है. It can be asking you what is fiscal deficit. It can be asking you what is primary deficit, or they can ask you revenue deficit. Any question on the numerical. If you know the formula, you can do it. So the question here asked is, if fiscal deficit is worth 30,000 crores, that is the borrowing 30,000 crores, and interest payment amounts to 8,000 crores, what is the primary deficit? So we'll go to the formula for primary deficit. Primary deficit is fiscal deficit minus interest payments. So when we subtract 8,000 from 30,000, the answer is 22,000 crores. Coming to the expected question number 8. बहुत ध्यान से पढ़ना आपको ऐसे क्वेश्चन, क्योंकि ये हैं कई बार बच्चा जल्दी में you read it as true, but the question says with the following statement is untrue. So untrue means which is false. Fiscal deficit is the difference between total budgetary expenditure and total receipts net of borrowings. It is true. Fiscal deficit is always inflationary. It is false. We will just read the other one and then come back to the B. Fiscal deficit can arise even if there is no revenue deficit. Yes, there can be a deficit in my capital account. Fiscal deficit is equal to borrowing is also yes. So A, C and D are true. Therefore, the only untrue statement is statement B. Fiscal deficit is not always inflationary. It is inflationary when it helps generate more demand. When it helps generate more supply, it actually helps to curb inflation. Coming to different type of question which we have introduced this year, it is assertion reason based. I discussed in money and banking, so you can easily do this also. So assertion says government budget aims at bridging the gap between rich and poor. Yes. Redistribution of income is one of the, and the reason says redistribution of income and wealth is an important objective of government budget, जो ऊपर वाले को explain कर रहा है. So your answer is very easy. Both A and R are true because government has this aim, and reason is वो aim कैसे achieve होता है, वो aim क्या होता है, redistribution of income and wealth. So both A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation of A. Coming to the last expected question, students, that is again an AR question. Fiscal deficit is always inflationary. I just told you fiscal deficit is not always inflationary. So here only you get the answer. You don't need to read the second part, because अगर पहला false है तो हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है, और वो D ऑप्शन ही होगी. तो बहुत इजी है. अगर पहला ऑप्शन false है या दूसरा ऑप्शन false है तो आपका आंसर C या D में से है. The confusion arises when the answer is A or B, when both are true. जब दोनों में से एक false है तो आंसर बिल्कुल क्लियर है. So answer is A is false. Although मैं B पढ़ देता हूं आपके लिए, R पढ़ देता हूं आपके लिए, पर R पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं थी. Borrowing leads to financial burden. Yes, it also leads to dependence on other countries. So A is false and R is true. Student, today I also have 2 questions for you which you can answer on your own, and you can write in the comment box. आप comment section में इसके आंसर लिख सकते हैं. ये statement based question है, in which we have 2 statements. ये basically true false question है. In direct tax, the burden to pay and the liability falls on the same individual. Statement number 1. Statement number 2, direct taxes are usually regressive in nature. So you can just give me the answer in the comment section, और मैं आपको कुछ time बाद I'll give you the correct answer in the comment section itself. Another question for you to write in the comment section. Production of goods which are injurious to health are discouraged using taxes or high taxes. Alcohol and tobacco products have high taxes on them. So this is also a question for you. I'll be giving you extra questions to answer every time. We'll be having BOP next. So these 2 questions, the answers you can write in your, as 11th and 12th, you can write the answer in the comment section. And students, for other free practice tests or similar tests, you can go for our EcoVisioner app. Download our EcoVisioner app. You will get a lot of free material there. And to buy any of the EcoVisioner books and study material, you can contact us on 9953682860. Thank you. Have a nice day.